So far we learned how to work with the dynamically updating the properties, and let's continue this video understanding and working with the if condition and creating the variable in the Power Apps, like using the update context. Let's begin. Let me add a new screen here. Before understanding using the if and creating the variable part, let me add a label and text input. So I'm adding a text input now. I'm placing here. So I'm just increasing the font size. For label also. So here I will just change this label name as a text as a name. So here, so this is label and this is text input. So if you see on click of the label, so we'll see some of the properties right side. If I select a label, if you see the properties here we didn't completely go through all the properties. Let's understand some of the properties like overflow, display mode, visible, and wrap, these things, and also for the text input. For now I will update the label. Example, if I do like this, so let me place it correctly. So what I will do, I will take the text input field. If you see, this is the label. Let me change. So I'm making sample one, and for this also I'm just renaming this. So I'm adding sample one. So what I want, like I will take this label and in the text properties, whatever I enter here, I will make sure like it will reflect in the label field dot text. So if I view this one, so whatever I type here, so let me repeat the same text here. If you see, some content is hiding. So, or else if I type something else, so content is hiding. So if you make this content should not hide, means we can change some property here. For example, we have a wrap. So wrap is on, so that's why it is coming to next line. If we turn off this one, so it will be in single line, but some text will be hidden. So if you turn on this one, it will go to the next line. So and also here tooltip is there. Once I give some value here, same thing will be available as a tooltip. So this is a label. So if I type and view this one, if I hover on this one, this tooltip will be shown. For this also same text input. If you select this one and go to tooltip, if you enter something, same thing will be shown on hover. So text hint, we have a text hint here. If you remove the default thing, and if you want to text hint here, please enter your name. So if I update here and play this, like this will be shown. Whenever I click this one, that will be removed, and my name is So whatever I type here, it will be reflecting here. So these two have some similar properties, and also this label has the display mode and label and text input. If you see, label also has disabled edit and view. So, and also this te text input also has a disabled edit and view. So for label, we won't edit in the view mode, right? So why this is given? So sometimes like we use grouping and all, like in the previous video we used grouping. So to apply the same properties here, um, here display mode and some properties are similar. So for example, so it is coming in the two lines, right? If you want to make single line means, for example, this one we want to change to multiple lines means we have option of changing here the mode. So here single line is selected. If you want to make this multi-line, so if we do this one, so whatever we type inside, it will be changing. So if I type something, it will coming multiple line. So here it is hiding some text. We want to show every text means we can add a overflow is hidden. So if you make this overflow to scroll, so this will update the scrollable in the label. So scrollable is not good in the adding the label, so we will change that to hidden. So overflow will be hidden, and edit mode whatever it be. Now let me add a one more control here. So that is checkbox. So I'm adding the checkbox here. Whenever I enable this checkbox, I want to make this field update some properties here. Let me update this font size to 25 first. So we preview this one. Whenever I check this one, I want to make this input field. Whenever I check this one, I want to make these two fields disable or enable. So let me do that, and also add one button here. So button, and I want to increase the text size. So what I want to do is, now this option checkbox is, then I will change to checkbox enabled. So, and this one I will change to button click event. So I also want to change text of the button. So I will take this name and I will make this text input editable or disabled based on the option it is selected. So make it enable now, and based on this one, so I will go to the tree view. So we were working on the previous screen, so let me add a button here. So button is there. So on click of this button, I want to navigate to screen 2. Screen 2. If you know, like if you want to move from one screen to another screen, we can use the navigate and the screen name, comma, and this is optional, this is enough. So screen 2, we can add a transition also, transition dot pop. So let me play this one. Whenever I click this button, it will take me to the screen 2. So whenever this screen comes, like I will be on the screen 2 now, so click on the advanced properties, and on visible I want to update something. So for example, I want to create a variable. So creating the variable in the Power Apps is using the update context keyword. Let me type update context here. So update context, display mode colon, display mode colon, and the value I'm getting from this checkbox. For example, if I take it display mode dot edit, it will be stored in this one. So this is how like we will create the variable update context, and inside the flower braces we will be adding the variable. We can go with the creating multiple variables by adding the comma. So this is how we create, and based on this one, like in the screen 2, like I added this, created a variable. So that variable I want to update to here. So or here in the starting, like it will be checked. So based on the selection or this thing here, we can change the display mode, and to the display mode we can use the variable which we created, display mode. So display mode is coming from the variable. So I'm saving these changes. So whenever I click this one, so whenever I check this one, so once this value is edited means I want to make this enable. So before that, like I want to disable. So better use this one to reverse. For example, let me go to the button property and display mode. So I want to use the variable which I created previously. So and in the on select I will change to, so I will go to select screen, and in the on select I will change to disabled. So disabled. If I update this one, so to make this change visible I should go to this one, click on the button, and this will be applied because we written in the on visible. So on visible will be triggered once we the screen is visible. So what I will do now, so I will remove this display mode from here. So based on the value of this I will enable or disable. So I will take this name, so I will go to the display mode of this one, and I will, now we will check how to write if condition. So if this is capital I and small f, so this will return the true or false dot value. So this will return the true or false, like we don't need to compare anything here. And once this condition is true, what we need to do, we have to write here. What we need to do is we want, and if not, display mode will be view, or we can use disabled also. let me play this one. If you uncheck this one, this will be disabled. If you check this one, if you make some changes, and after making this change I want to enable this button, so what we'll do, so we can go to the on change event of this one. So events will be in the advanced one. Click the on change event. So if I click the on change, so here property will come. Here we need to write, this is the event, like we need to write some code here. So I will write update context and display mode. So I need to open this one, display mode, and display mode dot edit. So and close this flower braces also. You see, so once we preview this one, let me save this changes. So once I click this one, so let me come from screen 3. So I will play now. Once I click the button, it will take me to the screen 3. So here it is disabled, both are disabled. If I click the enable, so this will be editable mode. If I do some changes here, update here, anything updated, so if we tap, so here this button is enabled. So this is how we can work with the if condition and updating the context, like that means creating the variables and navigation functions. Thank you.